Let me talk a little bit about how the lobby operates. It operates at two levels, one of which you were talking about and one which you were not talking about. The first level, which you were not talking about, is in terms of public opinion and in terms of dealing with the public. And there, the lobby is deeply concerned with controlling as much as possible the discourse. It's what we were talking about before. The lobby does not want Israel to be portrayed in a negative light. The lobby does not want much discussion of the lobby's role in American politics. Right? The lobby wants to control the discourse or influence the discourse as much as possible. That has become exceedingly difficult to do. That was the point that I was making to you earlier. Second, and this is the second avenue of influence, the lobby is interested in making sure that policymakers inside Congress and inside the executive branch, and here we're talking not just about the White House, but also the State Department, the Defense Department, and so forth and so on, making sure those policymakers support Israel unconditionally. That word unconditionally cannot be underestimated. So the name of the game here is to influence those policymakers. Now, there are obviously many policymakers who think that what Israel is doing in Gaza is reprehensible, but they will not speak out. And they will vote in support of Israel at almost every turn. There will be a few exceptions, but not many. That raises the question, why? And the answer is that in the United States, to get elected to office and to remain in office, campaign contributions matter enormously. And the lobby is really good at providing money, providing resources for individuals who support the lobby's positions. And anyone who doesn't support the lobby's positions will find him or herself being opposed by someone in the next primary or in the next, campaign by someone who supports Israel and who is getting a huge amount of money from pro-Israel sources. So politicians, and this again includes politicians in the executive branch and in the legislative branch, understand that there will be a huge price to pay if they don't support Israel hook, line, and sinker. And they end up, in almost all cases, supporting Israel as a result. If you took away the ability of the lobby to provide campaign funds for political candidates, I think you would see very different voting patterns when it comes to Israel. Because this is not a case of all these politicians loving Israel and feeling they have to support Israel because it shares our values or it's a strategic asset. They do it in good part out of fear that the lobby will put its crosshairs on them and defeat them for office.